the guy has 75% brain power.
That's right.
So then you two would be 75% of the brain power behind SKY MAUL?
I actually think that would be an underestimate.
We folded all the pages because they were big.
I go through SKY MAUL and I go, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine.
I find it genuinely tragic that I can't purchase my own llama cycle.
You can, you just can't in the U.S. We actually sent photos of the llama cycle to this Nigerian scammer that we were dealing with online. And we told him it was called a women's toy animal bicycle. And he was like genuinely interested in buying it. Of course, he was trying to scam us. And so we sent him all these pictures of these various animals with wheels, and he was on the hook for a while.
Brilliant. Okay, so which of you does the Craigslist posting? Because that is probably the most actively spammed thing that I have. Which of you?
That's a group effort.
Group?
Yeah, one letter at a time.
Yeah, you mean the Craigslist, the parody site?
I would think so. I wasn't referring to the Craigslist where we get jobs.
Well, you know, almost all of our stuff is like painfully collaborative. There's almost nothing that's written by a single individual. And so those Craigslist are all, I guess those are small enough that some of those are written by one person, but that's all four of us that maintain that. And a friend of ours just copied the code from Craigslist. We saw the movie, which was a costume drama exploring female sexuality, and we don't miss that kind of stuff.
We're interested in all those things.
Yeah.
Costumes, drama, and female sexuality. Not in that order.
The big three. And the thing is, I mean, even any kind of exploration of female sexuality without the drama or costumes of any kind, we'll see, but not with quite as much verve.
Because there's no Oscar Argento.
What's that?
Because those others don't have Oscar Argento.
That's right, man. Is that how you say her first name?
That's what I understand.
I'm sure you're right, because I've been saying all sorts of different stuff.
Did you guys see the movie?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was
Todd.
pretty incredible. Todd? Todd, are you describing Oscar in the film? It's pretty breathtaking.
It really is. It's incredibly well made, and it seems like it was... the director sort of surprised me when she came out on stage a little bit. I don't know anything about her.
She pretty much specializes in subject of female sexuality and the oddity of human bondage, if you get my meaning.
That's my wife calling.
Is your wife calling just as we're discussing female sexuality as depicted in a movie called The Last Mistress?
She doesn't like him to talk about female sexuality.
So we're standing in front of the Cookies, which is a hot spot, and speaking to Joel Bachar. That's how you say it, right?
Bachar. Joel Bachar.
That's right, of Microcinema, which is a
Specialty markets distributor of DVDs. Art and artist related, documentaries, animation, short film compilations, and when we get into independent feature narratives, it's going to be more in like the mumblecore type of genre. So just unique ways of telling stories. So we're really looking for titles that are about art or artists or socially relevant documentaries, but really like voices that are less represented by the mainstream distribution industry.
Well, it seems like there's something intrinsic to the MO of San Francisco International that might feed Microcinema, your distribution label, as well.
Absolutely, whether it be the short film series that they're doing, or some of the experimental titles, but definitely we'll be looking at, probably our first focus would be looking at their documentary selection and acquiring those, and then looking at first-time directors, but again, like narrative features are not our forte. Those are handled very well, very well by many other distributors. So we're looking for stuff that is less represented. Animation be a strong contender as well.
Now, I think moons ago when we chatted, you had an apple in your eye on the subject of short movies that you could that were sort of iPod worthy.
Right.
We're
still, digital delivery is still in its infancy, even though we're very much in a digital age. But what we are doing is focusing on more ambient video, meaning stuff that's created for flat panel TVs, you know, these big TVs that people have above their fireplace or on their wall that sit dark. So we have a lot of content that's just beautiful motion. Maybe it doesn't have audio. It's eye candy. You can just put it up there and watch it. It's kind of trippy, but also it's kind of like moving art. And a lot of that is translating really well to the digital realms as well. So we're working on it, but it still has some growth.
You're currently looking at Danny Plotnick, local filmmaker. What's your film this year?
It's called Out of Print. It's a short little ode to counterculture in the 80s and 90s.
And is it based on any previous material?
It's based on all the stuff that's in my house. It took me years to acquire. All, you know, out of print books and records and movies, stuff that used to be really hard to track down in a pre-internet era. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of outsider culture and stuff that, you know, gets kind of pushed aside to the dustbins of history. That's my milieu.
So last thing, is there anything you're excited about seeing?
I'm excited about seeing the new Craig Baldwin film.
Absolutely, you better be.
Mock Up on Moo.
Sarah Sharon.
Nice to meet you, Allison.
Allison.
Yeah. Just started when you're saying it. Yeah. And I did the music too. So, yeah. Thank you.
It was such like a funky moment in time that was so great, like strangely recaptured.
Yeah, and it was
So
a
much
nice
fun.
way for us to really collaborate, and it worked on so many levels since we were married, and the whole thing about the husband shooting the wife. So we were able to take that to like several levels beyond, you know. So it was really a cool project. It was great.